Timothy, that's quite a perceptive question. The fact is, why don't I give up? The fact is, if we don't get a fish, we haven't got a program. So if you think about it, we've done all the work, we've created everything else, all the story, the interviews, the structure of the program, and then there's no ending. Imagine going and seeing a movie and it just stops. So that is not an option. And what that does, okay, you can never predict what fish are going to do. You can, that's the thing about fishing. There's a lot of uncertainty. But what's actually quite good about having limited time is it really concentrates my mind. So all the time I'm thinking, am I fishing effectively now? If it's just me and nobody else around, I can afford to sit back, and if I don't get anything today, I can come back tomorrow, next week, or whatever. But if I'm on camera, and there's also those people to consider as well, they're getting pretty bored if nothing's happening. I'm always really interrogating, what am I doing? And so generally speaking, we do get the result. I mean, we actually have an incredible record over the years. We will get the result normally in the time that we've got. Once or twice, we've maybe had to extend a shoot. Sometimes, very rarely, I can come back, but normally that's not an option. I've just got that very limited time. Right, Stella, I've tried many professions in my time. I've probably already tried all of them. No, it's not quite true, but I've tried a lot of them. I was a teacher for a while. I tried that for a number of months, and I would not want to go back to that. It is ridiculously hard work. Doing what I do now is much more relaxing and easy than that. When I fly, I really like looking out of the window. I just love that experience of being up above the world and looking down. So. The idea of being a pilot, perhaps, but I don't think they'd let you do that just for a day. I think they'd need to train you up a little bit before that happened. I did some flying training some years ago, and part of the reason for that was back in 2002, I was in a plane crash in the Amazon. We were filming, we were doing aerial filming, and the engine failed, and the plane started vibrating, and it basically came down into the forest. Cutting a long story short, I survived, everybody else survived. But after that, I just had this feeling that I wanted to know a bit more about how planes work, why is it they stay up in the air, and also very useful things like, because we tend to use light planes a lot when we're filming, sometimes in quite remote places. It's quite handy to have someone in the crew who can walk around a plane and get a general idea about whether it's airworthy or not. Filming witch doctors, shamans, that kind of thing, it is something that I do from time to time. Good question, this, because I think it really does make a difference, but how the mechanism of that is quite interesting, because very often I'm collaborating with a local fisherman when I'm filming, and sometimes the suggestion is theirs. Let's do this before we go out, and if it makes them feel better, then I'm all for doing that. I'm all for respecting the local customs as well. A lot of these rituals, interestingly, at the centre of them, they have respect for the water. So if we're going to go and fish, so we are going to try and take something out of the water, before we do that, give some thought to the whole context of what we're doing, and I think that's pretty important. Yes, they do add colour to the programme as well. Anything that, some people have lucky hats, lucky this and that, and I don't completely rule that right out. I think anything that makes you mentally a little bit more confident, it's all important. I had a very strange experience in the Congo. We were struggling to catch a Goliath tigerfish, and I went to see a witch doctor there, and he gave me this collection of sort of mashed up herbs and things wrapped up in this bit of dirty rag. And he gave that to me and said, when you sleep, put that under your pillow. When you're out on the river, put it in your pocket. And this will protect you, and it will also bring you to the fish. And what happened was that sometime after that, I caught the fish, and part of me is thinking, the witch doctor's charm. And I patted my shirt like this, and it had gone. And don't know, had it just dropped out, or had it actually, having done its job, did it disappear into another dimension? I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the River Monsters page.